Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Today USA News. We've got the 20 biggest headlines from America coming up, so make sure to stick around until the very end. Capture of Nicolas Maduro. In a stunning military operation, U.S. forces captured Venezuelan leader Nicolas Maduro. He is currently being held in a Brooklyn jail, sparking massive celebrations in South Florida and intense global debate. Venezuela intervention backlash. While some Republicans praise the capture of Maduro, Democratic lawmakers have slammed the intervention. Many argue the strike lacked congressional authorization, calling it an illegal invasion driven primarily by interests in oil. Trump's Monroe Doctrine. President Trump has cited the 1823 Monroe Doctrine to justify U.S. actions in Venezuela. He claims the move is necessary to stabilize the Western Hemisphere and revitalize the regional oil industry. Impeachment calls resurface. Following the military action in Caracas, several Democratic leaders are calling for President Trump's impeachment. They argue the operation was a political distraction from falling approval ratings and rising domestic healthcare costs. Cybersecurity overhaul. The U.S. government has significantly boosted digital security budgets. New AI-driven firewalls have been installed across federal networks to prevent foreign hackers from disrupting essential infrastructure and sensitive government databases. Gun control legislation. New federal laws have strengthened background checks for firearm purchases. These measures aim to reduce rising gun violence by closing loopholes and improving data sharing between state and federal law enforcement agencies. Infrastructure upgrades. Billions of dollars have been allocated to repair aging bridges and airports across the nation. This massive project is creating thousands of new jobs while modernizing the country's transportation and logistics networks. Supreme Court rulings. The Supreme Court has issued several landmark decisions regarding digital privacy and educational funding. These rulings are expected to reshape how personal data is protected and how public schools receive federal grants. Healthcare cost reductions. Under new federal guidelines, the prices of essential life-saving medications have been capped. The initiative aims to make healthcare more affordable for low-income families and senior citizens across all 50 states. Student loan relief. The government has expanded its debt forgiveness program for graduates working in public service. This move aims to ease the financial burden on young professionals while encouraging careers in teaching and nursing. Wall Street volatility. The S&P 500 and Nasdaq saw early gains in 2026, but the market remains wobbly due to geopolitical tensions. Investors are closely monitoring the Federal Reserve's next move regarding interest rates in January. Oil price forecast. Global oil prices are expected to drop significantly, with experts predicting Brent crude will average $55 per barrel. Rising U.S. production and milder weather are contributing to this downward pressure on energy. The rise of AI agents. In 2026, artificial intelligence has evolved from a simple tool into a digital colleague. AI agents are now actively participating in scientific discoveries in fields like physics, chemistry, and biology. Quantum computing breakthroughs. American scientists have achieved quantum supremacy in specific laboratory tasks. These new systems are thousands of times faster than traditional supercomputers, potentially revolutionizing cryptography and complex material modeling for future industries. Electric vehicle (EV) dominance. Traditional automakers like Ford and GM have shifted most of their production to electric models. Despite Tesla losing its title as the world's top seller, EV infrastructure is expanding rapidly nationwide. NASA Artemis II progress. NASA is preparing to launch the Artemis II mission, which will send 4 astronauts around the moon. This mission is a critical step toward establishing a permanent human presence on the lunar surface. SpaceX Starship. SpaceX successfully completed a major flight test of its Starship rocket. This vehicle is designed to carry heavy payloads and eventually humans to Mars, marking a new era in deep space exploration. Climate change mitigation. The U.S. has accelerated its transition to green energy, investing heavily in wind and solar power. The goal is to reduce national carbon emissions by 50% before the end of 2030. FIFA World Cup 2026. Preparations for the 2026 FIFA World Cup are in high gear across North America. Host cities are upgrading stadiums and transportation systems to welcome millions of soccer fans from around the world. Super Bowl 60. Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara is set to host Super Bowl 60 in February 2026. The event is expected to bring a massive economic boost to the region and attract record-breaking television viewership.